Karpick. That's at AlanKarpick. Purdue falls to Nebraska. It's Boilermaker Sports Wrap. We're here to take your calls, and we'll be right back. This is Boilermaker Football from Learfield Sports, as we're presented by AT&T. With the speed and reliability of 4G LTE, you can post, stream, and upload with confidence. AT&T, building you a better network. It's Boilermaker Football from Learfield Sports.
Meet George Waters as lead agronomist for Winfield's Answer Plot. George knows a bit more about farming than your average test plot speaker. In fact, his wealth of agronomic knowledge is so in-depth, most farmers have to make multiple trips to hear it all. He's been observed on more than one occasion answering questions before they were even asked. His tips on yield optimization are so progressive, they won't appear at other test plots for at least another year. When he speaks about trends in agriculture, he simultaneously sets them. And his insights are said to be so hard-hitting, they sometimes leave a mark. This makes George a perfect fit as an agronomist for Winfield's Answer Plot, a place where highly knowledgeable men and women like George help farmers turn complex data into relevant insights they can use to their advantage. And unlike other test plots, at Answer Plot events, all the answers end in periods, not sales pitches. Visit answerplot.com or speak with one of our expert retailers to find an event near you.
Hurricanes, floods, wildfires, tornadoes. These are the defining moments for the National Guard. During natural disasters, the men and women of the Indiana National Guard save lives, protect property, provide medical care, and bring hope. And that's what makes them different. They proudly serve our nation and the Indiana communities they call home. Join them. Serve part-time while you work or attend college full-time. If you feel compelled to serve your community, visit nationalguard.com today.
Some roads are far longer than others.
I'm Gene Cernan, a Purdue grad and the last man to have left his footprints on the moon. It's hard for me to believe it's been some 40 years. I've traveled all over the world and beyond, and always carry my Purdue Federal Visa card.
Good thing for Gene, his card has no annual fee, and he earns rewards points every time he uses it. And it's accepted just about everywhere.
Maybe with one exception.
The Purdue Federal Visa card, helping make your journey as smooth as possible, wherever your road takes you. Federally insured by NCUA.
The assembly, painting, and finishing of 250,000 vehicles every year might seem like men's work. But we happen to know some very capable women who would disagree with that sentiment. Honda Manufacturing of Indiana, a facility for achieving. Our story is much bigger than the title car maker implies. We're the source of 2,000 jobs and countless more through our chain of statewide suppliers. Honda Manufacturing of Indiana, a facility for achieving.
New Holland Smart is people with the vision to do the right thing now for the benefit of the future. High-efficiency tractors, hay tools, combines, and more, built for high productivity and high comfort. Dealers who understand their customers' needs and service whenever you need it, day or night. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today or go to newholland.com.
Welcome back, Boilermaker Sports Wrap. Presented by AT&T. AT&T, building you a better network with Alan Karpick of goldenblack.com. I'm Nate Barrett. Of course, you can catch Alan and his team all 24/7, as much as you want. Wall-to-wall coverage at goldenblack.com. They have great videos of all kinds, and, of course, the Golden Black Report through the week, and Stacy and Kyle's radio show. And Alan, you had Dave Shondell on this week, but it's always interesting, and you and your team put a lot into the coverage, and it's not always easy. Like, we're going to bring Stacy on, but Stacy with a little bit of a tough journey out there to Nebraska.
Yeah, God loves Stacy. I mean, put 10 hours in the car, and that's a yeoman's effort, person's effort. She did to be able to get to Nebraska, and so. But yeah, it's been interesting, and we certainly enjoy the fact that football is more interesting. That's a big plus for us.
It sure is. Boilermaker Sports Wraps presented by AT&T, building you a better network. 888-246-2678, or tweet us at Alan Karpick, and we welcome Stacy Clarity, staff writer with goldenblack.com. And you can tell us everything about the road trip from the Chicago area to Lincoln, I hear, Stacy, but welcome, and give us your initial thoughts.
Yeah, hey guys. I just got back from the post-game press conference, and we had a couple offensive guys, couple defensive guys in there, and I think that the thing that kind of struck me was it seemed almost like a role reversal this week of what we had been seeing, the offense playing really well and the defense kind of struggling. I thought that the defense played pretty well, considering. I know that obviously Abdullah went down early in the game, kind of changes things a little bit from a talent perspective. But I thought they were pretty active, obviously forced some turnovers and gave the offense a chance late in the game when maybe the offense didn't deserve a chance. So I was pretty impressed with defense overall. And the offense, we need to talk about Danny Anthrop. I'm sure you guys have, but that is a huge blow. Huge blow.
And any more update there? I mean, it was clear it was his right knee. We did do the research. It was his left knee last year in that injury prior to the end of fall camp. But any updates at this point?
No, Daryl, as I'm sure he said to Kitch afterward, it doesn't look good, but, they won't say officially anything yet. They probably know they probably know right now. Obviously, you can do a test on the field for ACL. I think it was pretty clear. As many ACLs as, unfortunately, we've seen covering Purdue over the last however many years, it looked pretty obvious, at least watching it live. I'm not sure what it looked like on TV, but, a non-contact injury, and he grabbed the knee right away. Really, really unfortunate, obviously, for a lot of reasons. But I think when you look at this offense and what it could mean, B.J. Knopf already is out right now with that clavicle injury. He's not going to be back for a couple more weeks. You lose maybe your best playmaker, especially in the receiving core. I mean, I know Akeem Hunt can make plays, Raheem Mostert can make plays, but nobody was playing as consistently well as Danny Anthrop. And I don't know who you turn to. I mean, Yancey should be that guy. He's not. Dan Monterosa was not ready. Trey Hart is not ready. We can kind of go down the list of guys who aren't ready, but Purdue's really going to have no choice right now.
Yeah, and you look at it, and there's some opportunity. Today was a strange game in so many ways, with just Nebraska not getting the ball in the end zone. It looked like it had chances to do so. And yet, Austin Appleby, I thought that they, for the most part, protected him relatively well. Just not as good an effort today, obviously. They stole the football. A lot of it had to do with that wind, I'm sure, but what was your evaluation of what you saw from Austin?
Yeah, I generally thought he was off, but I also think that it's very difficult when Nebraska basically doesn't blitz, and you're only bringing 4 guys. You have 7 guys dropping coverage. And, it looked like D'Angelo Yancey especially was bracketed quite a bit of the game. Appleby still tried to get the ball in there a couple times, but, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't know. Daryl Hazel said after the game, and I kind of asked him about that, if your guys aren't getting open or if they just have so many guys, what do you do? And he said, well, I guess you could maybe run the ball more, but I'm not questioning our play calling, even though he kind of brought it up first, so I'm not entirely sure. But, the run game there, I mean, eventually you're going to have to throw the ball. And I think, Austin was a little off, but I'm not entirely sure that the receivers are making plays when it's close. Gabe Holmes dropped the ball. We can go down the list of how the guys
no doubt
didn't make plays. I mean, that's the thing that really unnerves me about Anthrop being out is he had 2 fantastic catches today, and those were just like the fantastic plays. I mean, he makes the routine plays. He has shown that he can make the routine plays this year. I mean, I think he's evolved and gotten better. And I'm not entirely sure that you have other guys in that receiving core who can do that. And I'm counting tight ends. I mean, Justin Sims, I think, is great, but he, for whatever reason, hasn't been playing as many snaps as Gabe Holmes has. So, and even a guy like Jalapa McCarthy, who, again, we see it. We saw it for 2 years in practice. The kid does not drop the ball. So maybe it's his time to be able to get in the game more and play more slot and give him a chance. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, you look at Danny Anthrop's situation, and very, very difficult to. Yeah, I thought, and again, just watching it on TV, that Austin may have had more opportunity on the zone read to run the football some. I mean, he obviously made the touchdown. It was a great play on a design play. But did you get that impression as well? I mean, was that maybe what Daryl was hinting at, or what do you take from that?
I didn't really notice that live. It doesn't mean that's not true. Obviously we're kind of watching a lot of different things. I didn't notice that. I know that Daryl did say after the game, when I asked him specifically about Appleby, that he thought he competed, and that he played pretty well. And, obviously you're not going to make every single read right. And so if he missed a couple, then he missed a couple. But, I mean, I think that they needed to be more competitive in the passing game today. They were only 2 of 16 on third downs. That's just obviously not good. So, you just got to make more plays. You just have to make more plays. They need to find receivers to make more plays.
Stacy, can you stay with us through the break?
Sure. I have a lot of work to do, but yeah, I can do that.
I know your boss. Toll free 888-246-2678. Stacey Clarity will be with us on the other side of the break. It's Boilermaker Sports Wrap. We're taking your calls or tweets. At Alan Karpick is how you can tweet us. We're presented by AT&T. AT&T, building you a better network. This is Boilermaker football. It's Purdue Falls at Nebraska today. 35-14 the final. Boilermakers now 3-6. It's Boilermaker football from Learfield Sports.
Nobody wants to be involved in an automobile accident, but if you've driven for any length of time, you know it's inevitable. When the day comes and you find yourself in a fender bender or worse, do you know what to do? Hoopy Insurance Services, our family serving your family since 1981, has these tips to help you should the need arise. Hoopy encourages you to first check for injuries and then exchange names, insurance companies, as well as phone numbers as soon as the accident occurs. You will also want to note the date and time of the accident location, and remember to take photos of each vehicle and any damage. Of course, don't forget to jot down the policy number of the other vehicle's driver. These tips, courtesy of Hoopy Insurance Services, won't keep you from being involved in an accident, but will save days of waiting for police reports and speed up the settlement of claims. For more information or a review of your auto, home, business, or life insurance policies, call Hoopy Insurance Services at 260-486-7488 or stop in at 7011 Stellhorn Road. Hoopy Insurance Services, our family serving your family since 1981.
63% of adults use their smartphone to do online searches. 75% of web searches never go past page 1. 93% of online experiences begin with a search engine like Google, Yahoo, or Bing. Utilizing Facebook and Twitter can help increase your website traffic and search ranking.
Are you getting the most out of your online presence with a mobile-friendly website? Do you have the time to manage your social media presence and interactions? Are you interested in learning how to effectively develop a lead-generating campaign utilizing search engine marketing and online contesting?
Work with a firm you can trust. Contact Federated Digital Solutions for your free consultation today. A division of ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM. Together, we can discuss a marketing solution that encompasses both radio and online media to ensure a successful campaign to reach your target audience. Call Federated Digital Solutions at 447-5511. That's 447-5511. Federated Digital Solutions, a division of ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM. Insurance. When you're shopping for it, you have a couple of options to look at. Option 1, you can choose one of the big names that spends a ton on expensive national advertising. You know who they are. You'll basically have one policy to choose from, and, by the way, you'll be helping pay for that advertising. Or Option 2, you can choose an independent agent like Hoopy Insurance Services that has a number of different companies and policies to offer and can get you the best coverage for your situation at the best price. And here's the best reason of all to call Hoopy Insurance Services. They're local, and they pay attention to each customer. Hoopy Insurance is a family business founded over 30 years ago by Roger Hoopy. Headquarters is not a sterile office, but an inviting, newly remodeled building on Stellhorn Road. If you're shopping for insurance, any kind of insurance, call Roger or Matt Hoopy at 486-7488. Or just visit them on the web at hoopy-insurance.com.
ESPN Radio 1380. All sports, all the time.
AT&T, building you a better network with Alan Karpick of GoldenBlack.com. I'm Nate Barrett. Stacey Clarity, staff writer with GoldenBlack.com, is with us. Stacey, I appreciate you staying with us through the break. I know you have a big drive and a lot of work to do. You can read her work on GoldenBlack.com, of course, throughout the week, and she does a lot of in-depth analysis on what Purdue's doing formation-wise, and it's valuable information. Now, I have a question for you. Looking over some of the notes from before the game today. Coming in, Stacey, Danny Anthrop had 3 career games with over 100 yards in receiving. His teammate, D'Angelo Yancey, another one that has 3 games over 100 yards, but all from last season. And you touched on Yancey. What do you see there?
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
All right, we're having a little problem there. The Komets finally put it in their own zone, picked off by the defense, as is Martin bouncing it back up the wall. Came loose to get a man out front. Can't tuck it, though, and the Komets have it again. Another one that's knocked down. Komets can't catch up with that one as Embach does clear the zone. Round behind the net, Longpree trying to make his play up top. Komets intercept, and here comes Szydlowski over center. He still got it. Put a backhander deep inside the wing zone. He missed it twice, but nobody bothered him. So they get the line change out. Kalamazoo behind their own net now with a half a period left to go. 2-0 K's here, period 1. And they work their way up the left side, driving it hard towards center ice. This time is going to be Valk. In he goes all the way right. Around behind the net, couldn't get his play. Takes a look up top. They fire wide again. Kept in at the point right. Now half wall right side, down in the corner, trying to dig it out. Moving it up is Szydl. Szydl can't play. Up top, here's a drive again. Knocked down Fort Wayne. Picked back up. Komets good. Lead pass at center. Into the zone, Schrock. Schrock taking a look at the net, and it's cleared wide up the near wall. It's Hurd sending it back in the corner, but it's knocked loose, and here comes Kalamazoo. Down the right wing, all the way back in the Komet corner, chased down and covered by Joey Leach. Leach checked off the play. Komets have it back. They lost it at the point. Round behind the net now. Leach banging away at it, trying to come up, and here we come. Lead pass good, breaking out to center. Moving it is Daniels inside the line. Komets change him up. Cruising Pistilli down behind the net, going after his guy. But the Kalamazoo Wings drop it up on the near wall, covered there, and trying to make their break out of the zone. Here they go. Oh, nice try. Good hit. Komets break it up again. Now they've got it. Still looking. They need help, though. There's one man back all by himself. And the forecheck on the play was going to be Millette, and he got away from that. Here we come. Komets have got to spend a lot of time. No, they give it to the guy who's all covered in the corner. Out they come, though, moving a lead pass. Good move. As into the zone goes Crowder. Crowder chased off the play. Back up they come. Komets with it down on the wall, right side, deep into the corner, coming back and dumping it down into the zone. This time it'll be Severyn. Severyn fighting hard for the puck, lost it, and they got three men coming down. All the way right side, going into the zone, wide right. Correa trying to get a shot. Komets break it up. Here it is. Crowder got the lead pass. Into the zone they come. Turned aside, and the pass was broken up, and the Wings back to the Fort Wayne line. In hard on the play, trying to make a move. Bumping away was Longpree. Komets, though, get it back, and here it comes at center ice. Komets have it. They take a look at the net. Around behind the goal, left there by Faille. Faille can't make the play. Got it back, turned it out to the wing. Komets dump it back in as Daniels on the right point sends it deep. Here's a nice play, nice move, good shot. Whoa! Just deflected wide of the net. Here they come again. Out at the point, left side again. To the right point this time. It'll be Daniels with a shot. Save. As that time, fanning on that one was Martin, but he broke it up. Here we come, still coming back up the wall. Komets have it, and they're bumped off the play, and now loose with it. Kalamazoo up their defense, coming up the left wall to center. In on the back check. Faille coming after that one. Hard hit by Embach. Took his man off the play, and the Komets behind the net. Reverse it back up the left wing, and here.
Nebraska goes to 8.
And the Wings are back to play it. 2-0 Komets, and the Wings with a long pass all the way to the Komet line. Martin back in a hurry. Drops it off the near wall. Came back out towards center. Couldn't clear the pass. All right, here we go one more time. And it goes to center. Schrock after it, but the puck picked off instead as Negrin, the D-man, sends it back Fort Wayne zone. Hit the post on a shot coming off the right wall. Out it comes now. Right point again. Right corner. Back up the middle. Moving the puck well. Up top we come. Komets have this one. Here's Schrock. Lead pass way up in the air. Into the zone it goes, just wide of the net. After it now in the corner, hard. Schrock off behind the goal. Picked up instead by Fatorik. Fatorik coming around the wall, coming up the left side, now trying to break through the D. Into the zone it goes. It'll be an icing call as Saul makes the touch. 6:26 left, period number 1. 2-0 Komets over Kalamazoo. It's Komet hockey.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest's work line features Max high-performance gloves, PBR, Wolverine, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves. Midwest Quality Gloves prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. That's why the work line also features many styles made right here in the USA. When you need work gloves, think Midwest Quality Gloves, Chillicothe, Missouri.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
Komets now work their way into the zone, but Pistilli lost the biscuit, and it's all the way back in the Komet corner. skating back in a hurry. An icing call will be made as the touch was turned in that time by William Lacoste. The Comet D-man went back in a hurry for it. So we are 2-0. It is the Fort Wayne Komets here. Goals were scored by Hurd at 4:52, Szydlowski at 6:28. A couple of beautiful goals scored, and the Komets changing the lines quickly, but it's obvious they learned a lesson from last night, and the intensity here so far tonight has been excellent, just excellent. 6 minutes for all intents and purposes. Ready into the face-off, Faille. Fraze's got it. They hold it down the wall, tipping it farther back in the corner. Severyn there. Faille gets a good hit on his guy. Now it's Schrock off behind the net, dumped wide, but here comes Fatorik back out. He's going to be chased. They get everybody hanging on this one, not wanting to leave that center spot open. In the corner, here they come, as it's going to be Millette going hard to the corner. A drive for it, can't make the play. Millette's got it back, moving it around the wall. Good play by Hurd as he breaks that up. Lacoste going in, tying up his guy. They still hold it on the wall deep in the zone. Hurd trying to make a move. Up ice they come, and it's dumped to center ice as Faille makes the dump. Komets get the line change. Into the zone they come. Dropped off on the play. All the way left, looking out front. Too many people in front of that net. Attaboy, Sammy. He was there and got the tap and smothered it, and no further action. 5:09 to go in period number 1. 2-0. Komets hold the lead. This is Komet Hockey.
The next generation of quality-built Chevy and GMC full-size pickups are built right here in Allen County. The proud union members of UAW Local 2209 built these trucks at the General Motors Fort Wayne Assembly Plant. The United Auto Workers have a tradition that is world-class. The UAW brings that tradition home to Northeast Indiana in every GMC and Chevy they build. Take a look at the next generation of trucks at your Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio GMC and Chevy dealers.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies, here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, 5:09 still left here in the period. It is 2-0 Komets. Made my day about 6:15 this evening. I was sitting in the training room and my cell phone rang, and who was it? Yeah, it was Mr. Michael Emmerich. He had the night off tonight, and he wanted to see how things were going in the fort. So we had a nice chat. And he's fairly busy, but they're really going to accelerate the schedule as soon as the football season wanes, and it'll really get busy later. But everybody's doing well. He enjoys having a good time, and he said he'd be listening. So what a man, what a man. Here we come, ready. Faceoff goes all the way to center ice. Driven right back into the corner, though, as Isaac McLeod behind the net makes his move. Komets wait. They got 3 guys up on the forecheck. Here's Pistilli. He's got some daylight, dumps it long into the corner. Going after it now is going to be Crowder. Up the wall, Komets have it. Kept nicely by Severyn. Severyn gets away from 1. Gets away from 2. Back it comes down the corner. Crowder again left wall. Crowder coming through. Down deep in the corner, round the side of the net. Severyn couldn't play, but it's handled instead by Leach. Leach going deep. They drive it away. Severyn in the corner for Fort Wayne right out front. And Crowder's got it. Here's Crowder. Gets away from 1. Gets away from another one. Crowder's a magician with that puck. Another drive, and a good save is right into the hole goes Severyn, but he just couldn't put enough wood on it to make that one count. Komets try to break it up. There's a trailer on the play. Now they get it back, and it's center. Here we come. Pistilli's got help. He sends front of the net, but it's a little too far away, and Crowder has to dump it behind the goal. In they come. Embach gets a good hit on the defense. Breaking out at center ice, though, Kalamazoo. Szydlowski down the left wall, going into the zone, but big Cody Saul coming up with a biscuit. Here they come, and it's a pass that's deflected as they waited a little too long to pull the trigger on it. Here we come. Komets back into the zone, going hard. It's Szydlowski. He had a trailer, but it went right by the trailer, and 3-on-2 the other way. Wings going to the Fort Wayne zone. Here's the drive, and squeezing that one and hanging on. A blast that time off the stick of Ludwig Blomstrand. No further action in front of the net. They took a little bit of a run at Sammy. But the big guy was hanging around down there and said, don't do that. 3-4-2.
Hawks 8 of 12 from the floor. The Pacers just 5 of...
Pat Nagel, my guess, between periods 1 and 2. Wings on their way back out of the zone. They flip it high into the air, down into the corner. Going after it 5-4 Fort Wayne. Left for Szydlowski. Sid on the wall. Still got it, coming back up the near wall. Now feeds it loose. Embach gets hit, and a drive front of the net. They had it pretty well covered. Komets keep it alive. Saul now back in the corner. Embach after it. He just overskated it, took a bounce, and he couldn't finish it up. Wings looking, trying to come back. They had to dump it all the way across the rink to Joe Silva. Their D-man still in the wing zone. Komets get it back, and they dump it in. Everybody stays on side. Komets get their line change. 3 minutes left. Period number 1, and long lead pass as Wings try to move it. Cody Sullivan makes the touch all the way back inside his own zone for an icing call, and the face-off will be right back inside the Kalamazoo zone. 2-0 Komets, period 1. 2:56 to go. This is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
ESPN Radio 1380. All sports, all the time. WKJG Fort Wayne, your home for ESPN Radio. ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
All right, an icing call against the Komets that time as they got it dumped a little bit too far down in the zone with no play. Clock continues to run, and it looks still 2-0 Komets. That's good. After tonight, they won't be back for a while. They are on the road, go to Reading for Friday, Saturday night games, so we'll be 10 days out of the barn before we get back in here. And they've done well so far, 5-1. A great way to open the season. 2-0 here in the period, first period. Kalamazoo's outshot them 11-9, but the Komets have gotten some good chances, and they've buried them when they got them. A lot of good forechecking going on now. Crowder going in, tying up his guy. Here's Soul coming up on the right side. Boom. Out it comes to center. Chipped all the way back in the Kalamazoo corner. Picked off there. Back on the attack. Johnny Negron up there. Defense comes to center. And he took his pass way too long. Touched up there by William Lacoste. The Komet D-man icing called again against Kalamazoo. So a quiet crowd. They roared a couple times on the 2 goals, which were beautiful goals, and they haven't had a heck of a lot to yell about. It's been pretty well, a sort of a journeyman job right now. Nobody's letting anybody get too far away. This is almost playoff hockey. Here we come again, and the face-off. It'll be Tom Frazee going to the draw. He's got it right across the goal mouth. Nice move. Wings now dump it out, kept alive as Schrock drives it in the corner, draws the crowd, hanging on to his guy, Millette. They scrum for it. Shockey puts it back in the corner again. Now back out they come. Forecheck's getting physical, and that's what you want. Hurd gets physical on his half of the forecheck. Everybody looking around. Nobody's making a run yet. Now tipped at the line, but not enough as the Komets were changing players. Hurd got a piece of it, and they go on by him as Negron comes to center for Wings. They fake the shot, going hard to the corner left side. Correa couldn't get his shot away, but they dump it out to the point right side. No shot there as the Komets come back with it, wheeling it out to neutral ice. Schrock back on now, putting the forecheck on, chasing Wings back into their own zone, but up with it comes Guimont for Kalamazoo, moves to the line, getting on by Lacoste, but he made the move. Komets are back out at center. Faille makes the jump into the zone, back in the hole. He's all tied up hard. No penalty called. He was really hooked up bad on it. All right, back we come this time as into the zone. It'll be Catalis going to the corner. He gets nailed, and the puck squirts out, and there's no icing called on this one. 40 seconds still left here in the period. Goaltender Joe Martin out to play it, leaves it for his D-men. They're looking to see if they can get one more rush going, but the Komet forecheck has been, here we go again. Now we got a fight going down in the far zone. It's Leach, and who's he going with? It's Leach, and this time it's Catalis. Leach and Katalis rolls over Leach and knocks him down. And Katalis is a target after a couple of cheap shots the other night, and that was one of them right there. So they'll pick up 5 apiece, and it'll come at 19-30. Leach and Katalis. They'll both pick up 5 for a fight, which is not too bad a deal. Nobody seems to be able to get anything going here right now. They're sort of deadlocked, and down goes Katalis, and Leach fell on him and then rolled over.
Kalamazoo's 15 Kentalis, Komets 4 Leach, each 5 minutes fighting. Time to penalties 19-29.
All right, so there you have it. We're playing full strength, and the Komets try to get to the corner, shot on goal. Somebody gets knocked off right in front of the net. Komets get the puck back. Now wheeling it down the wall. Still it is moved down. Can't make the move as trying to dump it out front. Severyn couldn't finish the playoff, but he comes to center. In it comes. Crowder's got it back. He's onside, going to the wall. Looks, can't find his guy, but it's kept alive nicely as Saul going into the boards. Severyn fights hard for it. Pistilli's got it back. Pistilli still got it. He lost it, and at center ice, it's the Komets on the money. At the end of the period on a deflection, the buzzer sounds. The period's over. 2-0 in favor of the Fort Wayne Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers extra section. For over 100 years, Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand has been serving up great food, friends, and fun. Join us at historic Coney Island and experience those delicious hot dogs and Cokes still served in the little bottles, just like when you were a kid. Serving patrons at its original location, downtown at 131 Main Street for 100 years. Find them on Facebook and at Fort Wayne's famous ConeyIsland.com. Open 7 days a week. Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand, celebrating 100 years and the Komets.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, are you ready? Here's what happened at the end of period number 1, or in period number 1. There's not much going on, a little fisticuffs at the end with Leach and Katalis. 1929 is what they call it, and they'll pick up 5 apiece, and that'll carry into period number 2. But the rest of it was Komet penalty at 2:48, bench penalty, too many men. Hurd scoring unassisted at 4-5-2, making it 1-0. Then at 6:28, Szydlowski, a picture-perfect play. Embach started it in his zone. Daniels moved down the right wall, cut to the corner, fired it back up into the high slot. Szydlowski coming like a bullet, just one-timed it. And Joel Martin never had a chance. 2-0 K's at the end of 1. We're outshot 11-10, but we outscore them 2-0. And the last statistic, of course, Leach and Katalis picking up 5 minutes apiece at the 19:30 mark here in period number 1. So we're slowly working our way into what we're looking at. Big crowd in here tonight, having a good time again as usual. Komet Hockey's always party night, and it's no different here tonight as they're slingshotting lots of goodies up into the crowd, shooting them souvenirs. All right, we're going to have none other than Mr. Pat Nagel, the goaltender of record for the first 5 games here, with us momentarily, and we'll talk a little Komet Hockey. Before we get there, though, let's make ourselves a little more bread. What do you think? This is Komet Hockey.
Michael's Photography, the leader in business portraits. Every business needs a professional business portrait so that your clients can connect with you on a personal level. How many business photos have you seen that are just plain terrible? And how did that change your perception of the person or company? A business portrait taken by Michaels is a positive image. Don't fall in the "it's good enough" trap when it comes to your business portraits. Great business portraits taken by Michaels. Call for your appointment today. 482-2660.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to advances in treatment, I survived. And when I look back and see how far I've come, you'd think the last thing on my mind would be a checking account. But a new checking account at Fifth Third Bank can help fund Stand Up to Cancer and their cutting-edge research. This groundbreaking initiative is helping save lives. Like, for instance, my life. Learn more at 53.com/SU2C. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Member FDIC, Stand Up to Cancer is a program of the Entertainment Industry Foundation, a 501c3 charitable organization.
It's the Dodge Boys here from Clemmer Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and we're excited. It's a great American Drive event, and Ryan, we have lots of ways to save these folks money.
That's right, Matt. During our Big Finish event, we have 0% financing for 72 months on all remaining 2014 Dodge vehicles. That's Avengers, Chargers, Challengers, Darts, Grand Caravans, Journeys, and all-wheel drive Durangos.
It's truck month, too. Hey, Casey, tell them about incredible deals on these Ram trucks.
Matt, it is Ram Truck Month. Save up to $9,500 off Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, the 2014 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And if you need something with more muscle, how about $5,000 cash allowance on the all-new heavy duties?
I like it. Hey, Ryan, what about those 2015 models?
Matt, now's the best time to buy those 2015s because they got rates as low as 2.9% for 84 months on all the Chrysler 200s, Town & Country minivans, Dodge Darts, and Dodge Grand Caravans.
And what about that Dodge Boy promise?
We're going to beat any competitor's price, guaranteed.
Just bring us your best deal from any Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram dealer, and we're going to beat it.
Guaranteed.
So come get a Dodge Boy deal on the giant American flag or jump online at GlenbrookDodge.com.
911, what's your emergency?
Sometimes just any response doesn't quite say it all. There's texting.
Sir, we just received an emergency text. Hello, my friend just ran off the road and we are in water. Hurry, please, please hurry.
Then there is calling.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend just ran off the road and we're in water. It's coming in the car. Hurry. Please hurry. There's water in the car.
The Federal Communications Commission and major wireless carriers have partnered to support Text to 911, and Indiana is at the forefront of this implementation. Text to 911 capability is now available in most areas within state borders. This is of great help to the deaf and speech impaired and in other select situations. For more information, visit in911.net.
It's good to hear your voice, ma'am. Help is on the way.
911. Before you text, voice is best.
In a world where summer thirst runs rampant, a new type of refreshment looks to rule. From the creators of Pepsi, it's Pepsi made with real sugar. Featuring explosions of taste and more flavor than one summer can handle. With chilling performances from Pepsi, wild cherry and vanilla flavors. A real big summer is on its way, and it's closer than you think. Pick up a Pepsi made with real sugar for a limited time. Pepsi, live for now.
O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the deals you've been looking for on all the new 2015 models. Starting at $16,900, the all-new 2015 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, two-time Truck of the Year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. And Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country, 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. Come see the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at O'DanielAuto.com.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
I had one yet. Well, he had one, but he's been playing very well. Pat Nagel, who's been goaltender #1 here with a great start. And we were commenting last night during the game. You seem to show more strength every game you play. Your confidence coming up, or what's the story?
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting used to the guys' work. A little more familiarity. Huge.
So, were you out in Idaho?
Correct.
Was that a tough place to leave?
Yeah, absolutely. It was beautiful. It was a great time. I really enjoyed my time there, but I was excited to get something new started this season.
Well, I know a long time ago I was in Idaho in a little place called Coeur d'Alene. The Navy had a big boot camp out there. And I didn't appreciate it at that time in 1943, and it was pretty primitive out there, but we've traveled through there, and it's just one of the great parts of the United States.
Yeah, absolutely. It was my first time out there, and I was thoroughly impressed, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Where's home for you?
Home is in Michigan, about 45 minutes northwest of Detroit.
Which would be?
That would be Waterford.
Oh, sure.
Is where I'm currently at.
I'm an old Yooper, in fact.
Oh, okay.
Originally,
Perfect.
That's how we got that thing started in the first place. So, and would you go to college on the route?
I did. I went to Fair State. Okay. It's northern Michigan, up towards Traverse City.
Okay. Well, I went to your adversary, northern Michigan, and Mark. Totally different time.
Absolutely, yeah. We were up at least once a season, so they had a good setup as well, and yeah, I really enjoyed 4 years.
So now you're kind of making your way here, trying to get this thing right. It's just got to be good in the way it gives you a chance to have a different perspective of the guys you're playing with.
Oh, absolutely. It's yeah, it's a chance to just kind of sit down, relax, and watch the game. It's nice to kind of step back and see some different things that maybe you don't see while the game's going on from your own crease.
I thought last night's game was a heck of a game for both goaltenders. It was really showtime for both you guys.
Yeah, Joel's a great goalie. I've gotten to know him over the years, and yeah, he played very well, and it was just kind of both teams playing a somewhat defensive game compared to the first time we played, so it was fun to see the score a little lower, but yeah, it was a good game.
I know, I was expecting maybe even more physicality than we had. The two captains took care of that in one spot, so we didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Szydlowski stepping up big for the guys and just showing us how important it is to stick up for each other, and I think they set the tone right off the bat there.
So I know it's way too early to know what you really want to know. How do you feel in your heart and in your mind about this hockey club?
Oh, I think we got a great group of guys, which is always fun, and I think that's half the battle in itself, to have that camaraderie within the locker room. And you saw early on in the season we were able to find a way to win some games from behind, hold on to a couple leads. Those are early lessons that aren't easy to come by, and we were fortunate enough to get those right off the bat. And so I think every point now, every loss is just going to be a learning point for us to keep getting better every night.
What was going through your mind opening night in Indy?
I was thoroughly impressed. It was pretty loud, and obviously they had a great turnout that night, so it was a blast. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a slow start, but we were able to come back in the end.
Well, it took 4 minutes to get things in order, didn't it?
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with the guys. Came out of the locker room flying there in the third. Really changed the momentum of the game.
Well, of course, we haven't really seen the power of Fort Wayne yet. This is also an area of great high school football and a preseason diversion, but once they get in here, they'll blow you right out of the place.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, it's been a great turnout so far, but I've heard even better things are ahead, so I'm really excited to see.
Well, we're happy to have you, and I can see where there'd be a little memory and a little yearning in the back of your mind when you look at where you've been, because it's beautiful. This is different, but it's pretty nice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everything's been great here, so couldn't be happier.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Pat Nagel, my guest. We'll be back in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
It's official, Komets fans. More buyers choose Chevrolet than any other brand in Indiana and Ohio. Here's why. Chevy offers 13 models that get 30 mpg highway or better, like Chevy Cruze with an EPA estimated 42 miles per gallon, or Chevy Malibu with an EPA estimated 36 miles per gallon and available state-of-the-art 4G LTE Wi-Fi technology. Take a test drive and see why Komets fans are Chevy fans at your Northern Indiana, Ohio Chevy dealer. Based on 2014 RL Polk retail registrations.
Friday nights, it's the granddaddy of them all, The Score, with Fort Wayne's best. Tommy Schegler, Dean Pantazzi, and Ken Horman highlighting Northeast Indiana's high school gridiron and hoops action. Then, when others go dark, we're just getting started with more of The Score at 11:35 on sister station MyTV Fort Wayne. Add in Sound Off with the Komets, the Tin Caps, 18 Komet road games, and sports specials year-round. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Indiana Wesleyan University empowers busy adults to earn top-ranked degrees and start the journey of a lifetime. Here's graduate Hazel Owens.
I am now living my purpose, empowering women through public speaking, broadcasting, and online communications. I'm proud to help women have a voice in the community, and IWU has helped me reach that goal.
IWU offers flexible degrees for busy adults at learning centers throughout Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and online. Where will your journey take you? Follow this story and many more at #IWUJourneys.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
So we're ready to go here shortly with period number 2, the Komets and the Kalamazoo Wings. After a pretty sort of a journeyman first period, a little bash at the end of the period between Mr. Leach and Mr. Katalis, and that's about the only fireworks so far on the night. And the Komets, of course, have the only fireworks on the scoreboard, and that's 2-0 in favor of the K's here at the end of the first period of play. Goals were scored by, first of all, Mitch Hurd scored his unassisted at 4:52, 1-0. And then it was Sean Szydlowski from Daniels and Embach, 6:28, 2-0. And it settled down after that. In fact, at the end of that second goal, Kalamazoo called timeout. Got themselves reorganized, and they seem to be a little more tenacious on the forechecks and seem to be taking care of business a little better than they had prior to that time. So we'll see what happens here in period number 2. And we're just looking, of course, at the new goaltender, Sami Aittokallio, who's been sent down to us from the actually all the way back from the Avalanche. Sammy's had a little National Hockey League time, a little time over in Lake Erie. He's a kind of a journeyman goaltender, but he's still just a kid. And a real nice guy, and we'll have a chance to introduce you to him here in the fairly near future and see how it's all going to work out. So he's toiling tonight. Shots on goal, 10-11 at the end of 1, favoring Kalamazoo. But, of course, the scoreboard at 2-0, favoring the Fort Wayne Komets at the end of 1. So there you have the picture, and while we're looking at pictures and getting other things done, maybe it's a pretty doggone good time to check the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard and see what's going on around the rest of the ECHL. Florida hosting Orlando, 7:50 to go in the second. Florida holding the lead at 1-0. Elmira home to Brampton, and they're clobbering them 4-0. 7:13 left in the second period of play. It is Gwinnett. They are home to Toledo. 11:45 gone in the second, as Gwinnett leads 2-0. South Carolina at home to Greenville. 11:10 to go in the second. South Carolina leads 2-1. The Komets, of course, 2-0 here over Kalamazoo at the end of the first period of play. Wheeling at home, knocking off Reading by a score of 2-0 with the second period just about to get underway. Cincinnati is at Quad City. That game tied 1-1 with a half a period to go in period number 1. Missouri's at Wichita. Wichita holds the 1-0 lead, still in the first period of play with 5 minutes to go. Indy is at Evansville. That game is underway. It is scoreless. And the other game that we have tonight, Colorado will be at Utah, and that will be a later start, as you well know, when you look at the time zones. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. We're ready to go. Period 2 coming at you momentarily. Before we get there, this is Komet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
Here we go. Period 2 about to get underway. Paul Crowder heads into the face-off circle for the Fort Wayne Komets as he will vie with Riley Wetmore. All right, the buzzer sound saying, tee it up, guys. Here we go. Everybody ready? Komets defend the goal to my right here in period number 2, attacking from right to left on the radio dial. And the opening face-off back in the Fort Wayne corner, it's going to be William Lacoste working his way back. Nice pass at center. Tap pass going on the wing right side. There's Pistilli there. Crowder follows the play. He still got it, now lost it. Wings around behind their own net. The forecheck of Severyn trying to take it away. They're still working at it, but up the boards they come. Knocked loose. Komets jam away at that one. Crowder couldn't quite hold it. Now down they come. Crowder bangs his guy to the wall. They turned it all the way back into their defense, and back we come. Komets on the play. Lacoste around the wall. Take a look, and a little slow pass. Wasn't quick enough as Pistilli couldn't get it. They've got somebody walking up the slot. Look out, Millette, but they couldn't get him the puck. Here they go now, right side from the point. Komets here. Pistilli on his way. All the way to center. Slows it down. Lost it again. Now they have to get back on side as hustling out was Alex Millette. They get a shot on goal. Komets now moving it back. Here they come again as it is going to be Crowder out front. To score! Breakaway! Faille gets the goal. Crowder sets him up. Early start, period 2 at 1:11 of the period. So that is the Komets' third goal on the night and their first shot of the second period. And Faille walked in and worked his magic on the goaltender, Martin. And you can't usually use Joel, but boy, he jerked him right out of his boots. Here we come the other way now. Sent back into the zone. Off left side of the net.
To Eric Faille. Assisting on the goal, number 20, Paul Crowder. Time of the goal.
One assist on the play. Crowder gets it, and here are the Wings back up ice. Good hit by the Komets, moving their man out of the zone. Fort Wayne defense coming loose. With the puck is Martin. Martin cross rink on the right side. Looking on the wing left side now over center. Here's Szydlowski. Here's Sid back to his defense. Come on, you got to play it. Martin let it roll by. Here comes Szydlowski. Got a lazy play. They let a man out front. Now here we come again. Cleared the length of the rink that time by Embach. Hughes said that's enough of that. Icing is the call on the play. I couldn't quite understand what went on because everybody seemed to get a mental block, and they all stood around kind of poking at the puck within 10 feet of the Fort Wayne goal. And your most reliable guys, for some reason or other, were out of sync. But no harm done. No harm done. First goal of the period, 5 from Crowder. 1-1-1 of the period. 3-0 Komets. Out it comes to the point. Look out. Down to the side of the net. Taken away. Faille with it. Flips it back up, and it goes long off the wall, but it went into the Fort Wayne bench and came back out. That draws the whistle. 3-0 K's. Period 2 underway. This is Komet hockey.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, here we come. Down in the Fort Wayne zone. Komets are losing the zone. Terrible outlet passes, really sloppy. Now the Komets steal. Here we go as it's back in the zone. A try score! What a shot by Hurd. His second goal of the night. Whoa, baby, did he steam that one. guy is a magician. That one came at 2:43. And this may be, again, unassisted. We'll have to wait and see, but the lead is up to 4 right now. Hurd picking up his 5th goal of the campaign. Whoa, is that a shot and a half? And when you score that way on Martin, you've got to have something going, because this guy is a very high-quality goaltender. So at right now, 4-0, Martin gives way, and into the net will be Menino, Pete Menino. Not too good for Martin's goals against average, but they're going to do it anyway. Here we come. Back we come to center ice for the faceoff. Ready. It's driven loose. Fort Wayne defense has it.
His 2nd of the game, 5th of the season, scored by number 92, Mitchell Hurd.
Severyn keeps
the
going.
goal was unassisted.
Unassisted again, yeah. All right, Komets now deep in the wing zone. After it again, they fight for the loose puck. Pistilli spins around, and we have a hooking call called. And let's see who the assessment will go to. It's Pistilli. Huh. So Pistilli picks up a hook. Power play coming. That came at 3:01 of the period. So all kinds of stats falling down here in a hurry. Power play coming. Kalamazoo has the face-off in the Fort Wayne zone. It will be off to the left. Sami Aittokallio is the Komets goaltender down in the hole, waiting around, see what kind of action he's going to get. Wings with the puck as Longpreet coming halfway up the right wall. Stolen by the Komets. Here goes Szydlowski. He's got help on the play. At the net. Whoa, man. As trying to tip it in, Embach, but he just didn't get enough wood on it. Embach on the forecheck now. Still runs him off. Down it goes, Fort Wayne zone, and the Komets have to play it. Oh, front of the net. Komets have it, and back it goes the other way. And the Komets, of course, killing off the penalty. Dumping it down. No icing is called. All right, the attack back on. Wings power play moves to the Fort Wayne line. Going in high right. It's Faille trying to pull the trigger. Can't get to it. Taken away nicely that time by Lacoste, but it's flipped all the way to the left point. From the left point, they try to get a shot away. Now a right point. Faille looks. Half wall right side. Looking now. Correa can't play it. In go the Komets. Taking a hard look. Banging away on the play. Trying to move it back up the wall. They're scrumming hard on this one as Martin cleared it. But it went all the way to the point now. Half wall right, trying to make an attack. Szydl at the net, can't play it. Komets get it back. Lead pass is good as into the zone. Here's Schrock with a backhander wide. Up it comes far side. Schrock on the wall. Got it back again as he took it off the stick of Millette, but back they come. Loose stick laying there, and up they come. Wings on the attack. In they go. Can't get on by. Dumping it off as Falk, he's a little guy. This guy can fire the puck, I'll tell you. Now he's sending it down deep into the corner. He's in front of the net, missed the shot. Came far wall. They got the man posted in front, but they couldn't make it play. Out it comes this time as good hit as Mitchell Hurd, the guy who got the goal a while back, clears that one right back to center ice. Chased down by Jeremy Blaine, the D-man. Power play stays on for one more second, and it is over. As the Komets go in hard, work their way down the wall. As look out, they got them, nobody up in front. Everybody clear. Up on the wall right side, Longpreet sending it back to the net. Can't get it. Komets with Severyn. Severyn came out. Lead pass, in they go. Looking at it hard on the play. In front of the net, trying to move it. Is Hurd. Hurd's got it. Still got the puck, and now he lost it. He's trying to get it back, but it's sent out. Wings move on their way at center. Coming on the attack to the Komet line. All the way left side. It is Johnny Negrin coming off the D. Komets with the puck again. Here they come. Nice break out towards center ice. Going is Pistilli. Pistilli on a drop pass. He gets it, give and go back. Shot down front of the net. They jam away. Kept into the zone by Martin. Here's Martin. He looks, can't get it. Shot, save. Rebound out front as the goaltender Menino came a little high and he tried to jump on it. No further action. 4-0 Komets. 14:06 to go. Period number 2 as they lead the K-Wings. This is Komet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Komets now, they lost the puck in their zone, but Sami, big point-blank save. Down it comes forward into the zone as it's Szydlowski looking for help. He sends it back toward the corner. Shot on goal by Faille, just went wide, but it's picked off by Petrick, the D-man. Up he comes, trying to get it out front. Here's a shot. This tripped over the top of the net up into the netting as they had a player out front trying to deflect it high, but he deflected it too high, and it was right up on the netting. So the Komets with a 4-0 lead. Shots on goal now 15-13 favor the K's. 13:26 still to go in period number 2. All right, Crowder back out now as he moves into the faceoff off to the right of it's going to be Pete Menino, who is the replacement goalie as they pull Joel Martin after 4. Here they come, scrumming for it in the corner. Round behind the net now. Severyn started to give chase, now does again. They move it up the left wall, coming to center, all the way to the Komet line, in a look, and they drop it off in front of the net, and it's blocked as the Komets go after it. Around they come, far wall. Dug off the boards as it's Catellus who sends to center. The puck is dumped right back into the wing zone as Pistilli with a play almost steals it, but an offside called against the Komets at the Kalamazoo blue line. Stops the play, and it'll be faced off outside the zone. Fans are buzzing a little bit here tonight. They've seen some pretty goals scored, I'll tell you. Lots of boom, boom, boom. So we'll change the lines one more time. Face off outside the Kalamazoo blue line. Tom Frazee going to the draw. They mix it up a little. No further action on the play there. And now we're ready to do it again. Hurd goes into the faceoff, turns it wide as Schrock has to, on one knee, poke it deep into the corner. He goes in hard on the forecheck. As Kalamazoo not in any hurry to get it going, peeling off left side for the pass is Vault. Couldn't get it at center ice. Now it goes into the Fort Wayne zone, and it's picked off nicely as Martin around behind the net. Reversed it up on the right side, and nobody looking at the time, but they get a good body check and knock it out of the air one time. Look out, shot high. Came all the way half wall left point shot front of the net. Komets have it back. Lead pass good out at center. Here comes Hurd. In goes Hurd again. He's there in front of the net. Oh, and there's Schrock as he had it on a stick, couldn't finish it off. Hurd again as he almost high stick down in the corner, but back up ice they come. He wasn't very happy about what was going on that time. He got a stick right under the chops. All right, here we come one more time. Tipped into the zone wide. They clear. Here's Kalamazoo back up. Boy, it's end to end right now. They're trying to get a man in front. Can't deflect it. Komets have it back. Moving it is Martin. Martin has some room. Gets away from his check. Keeps it coming. Left wing pass going out on the center zone. Saul for Fort Wayne. In it comes to Faille. Faille at the line. Can't make it. He spins away. Gets some room. Whips it off deep inside the wing zone. And it's recovered by Kalamazoo. Almost stolen. They get it out front again. All the way to the point now, right side from the point. Here's a drive wide of the net. Back up they come again. It is Szydlowski. Almost got it. Embach couldn't get it, but sneaking in a hurry and dropping it in behind the net. This time was Lacoste. Komets have it again. Still have it. As down it goes, Szydlowski knocked off the play, kept alive by Embach momentarily, and at center ice, Komets intercept. Here's Lacoste. He gets away from one, moves it out to center. Feeds it down the line a little farther, and they try to get an open man. Komets so intercept. In their own zone, still waiting, still looking at the line. Hey, wait, they did, just in time. Embach with a shot. That's blocked. It's recovered, and back on the attack comes Millette. Taken away again by the Komets. In they go, fed down on the net, knocked away by the D for Kalamazoo. Back up they come, and you talk about forechecking. The Komets right now own everything out there. Here we come back the other way. Into the zone it goes. It will be icing finally. They couldn't get a touch on it. 10:31 to go in the second period. 4-0 Komets hold the lead. This is Komet Hockey.
I love my coffee. And sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Coffee experts who source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. And now, they have a great new dark roast blend. It has a rich, full flavor with a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Man, are they teeing off on Menino, the goaltender. They just all over him, driving some blasts at him. Now the Komets in their own zone trying to keep the play. Joey Leach chased it down. He's knocked down back in the corner. Komets have it back. Lead pass good to Leach. Leach trying to get it back up ice, unable to get there in time. Was, I believe, Crowder, or was it Severyn? It's an icing call at any rate. As they're trying to, with Severyn, he's trying to let them know that there was a touch on the play, but they didn't particularly appreciate that. And there's conversation now between Pistilli and whomever else was out there. They were having a few terms of endearment, apparently. They were shaking their heads pretty good. All right, face-off stays Fort Wayne zone. Here it is, back up the wall at center ice. Taking over now, Kalamazoo back at their own blue line. Running it up is Guimond out to center. Trying to find his man in the zone. Komets trying to get the play again. Wings move their way back into the zone. They couldn't finish it up. Looking for a man in front of the net. Can't get it there either. Komets really buttoning it up tight in front of the net. Here they come. Can't play. Wings out to the right point. From the point. A drive wide of the net from Guimond. He couldn't play. Komets cleared out. It will be an icing call. So as they go back for it, Guimond wasn't making too much effort, but it was far enough ahead it looked pretty legitimate. 4-0 Komets, 9:17 to go, period 2. It's Komet Hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Komets now with the puck into the zone. They come. Shot. Save. As that time a sneaky one from Petrie. Off behind the net. They scrum for it, trying to make some room for his D-man. Sova just held the Komets off on the wall. Now they send it back into the Fort Wayne corner. Komets back for that one. Oh, look out. A lot of indecision on that one as they couldn't get it figured out. Here they come. Nice save. No rebound as Sami gobbles it up. And the faceoff will stay in the Fort Wayne zone. 8:24 still left in period 2. 4-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne. If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers extra section.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Here we go as we're back to the action. The faceoff will be deep inside the Fort Wayne zone to the left. Sami Aittokallio, Fort Wayne goaltender. property of the Colorado Avalanche, with a pretty good portfolio of excellent play. So this time it will be Catalis into the face-off now as he and Faille go after it. Nothing dropped. Who they get out of the circle? Catalis is gone. Instead, in steps Silva. One after the other. They get it out at the point. There's a screenshot. It dribbled in. Yeah, Sami had a piece of it, but it dribbled in by him right from the point. They lost the face-off at 11:41. So they're on the board, and the shutout is busted, and we'll find out who got it. He had it, knocked it down, and then it dribbled right on by him. So we'll find out who the goal scorer was on the play. Tough one, Sami, working on goose egg there for quite a while. So they're on the board right now, and look out. There go the Komets again, though, looking down into the zone. Tipped deep into the corner. Hurd gets away from his guy. Turns it off behind the net. Picked back up. They come out towards center all the way in Fort Wayne.
Kalamazoo goal, his third of the season, scored by number 21, Lane Szydlowski. Assisting on the goal, number 84, Matt Faille, and number 3, John Negrin. Time the goal, 11 minutes, 41 seconds. Kalamazoo goal scored by 21, Szydlowski. Assist 84, Correa, and 3, Negrin at 11:41.
Szydlowski gets the goal, his third of the year. All right, so they're on the board, and that makes it a little different. It's quieter here than it was a little while ago. We still have 8 minutes to go in the second period. Komets build up a 4-0 lead before they finally get on the board. Ooh, face-off right on the net, as it was Menino, fortunately, able to get a piece of that one. Now here come the Komets off behind their net, looking around, back up the wall, and somebody follow it. Didn't get the job done. Blind passes don't work, and that's what's happened here a couple of times. Intercepted Komets. Into the zone they go, all the way left side. Now there's 3-on-2 the other way, but coming back in a hurry was the forecheck, and that was going to be Szydlowski. They go wide of the net this time, and it came back off the screen high. Face-off will stay in the Fort Wayne zone off to the right of the Komet goal. 4-1 Komets, period 2, as K-Wings get on the board. Scheidel at 11:41 gets their first goal of the night. And into the face-off now it'll be Fatorik and Crowder. As Crowder comes up with another face-off. Bad backhand pass again. Man alive. They're going to get another goal here pretty soon. We've lost our intensity. But Saul got a good forecheck on his guy. It's dumped back to center, intercepted again by Wings as Guimont coming back into the zone. Komets sweep it around the far board. Let's go, go, go. Back up it comes. They didn't get good wood on it. Down the wall, half wall, right side, in they come again. And the Komets flopping around with it. Here we come. Moved back out to Martin. Got into the feet that time of Pistilli. Martin going in. Trying to find the play. Gives it off to his D-man, Saul. Saul came out nicely to Severyn. Severyn, good lead pass going deep into the zone. Here we go. Pistilli with a shot. Oh, it trickled right by the corner of the net. They're trying to get it back out of there. It's loose. They fight for it. Pistilli's got it again. All the way up. Shot, save again. And this time hanging on Menino. And a little bit of a rumble going there as Severyn got a cheap shot. Took exception to it and went after his guy. Cross-checked him in the back. So they'll both take some time off at 13:27. So it'll be Severyn. And trying to check, see who it was. They'll post it in a moment. It would, for them, it's Britain. Each will take penalty time.
13, Josh Britton. The Komets number 22, C.J. Severyn. Each 2 minutes cross-checking.
Both of them for a cross-check. So that's a unanimous call there. All right, 4-1's the score as Wings with that puck behind the net. Negrin trying to come back out. His forecheck is gone. He's wiped out on the play. Faille going after it. He's knocked loose. Here come Wings back to the Fort Wayne zone. Long pass into the corner behind the net. Sami turns it off the wall. Komets turn it up, and here they come, moving hard. at center ice, over center. Good pass into the zone, and score! No, hit the post on the play. That was Hurd. Oh, my goodness. Did he put the drill on that Duber in a hurry? Here they come back the other way. All the way to the Comet line, rustling hard to the boards, goes Wetmore. Wetmore couldn't get his shot away. Run off the play nicely. Comets get it back. Up ice and on the move to center Lacoste. Lacoste over the line. And it goes to Embach. Embach's there at the goal mouth. A shot. Save wide. As Lacoste came back on the corner, tried to make a play. He just missed the corner of the net. And here comes Kalamazoo back the other way. They lost it in front of the goal. They get it back again. Now played by the D-man Blaine, trying to find somebody to set it up with. Couldn't get it done. Clipped off the far side. But in goes Joey Leach to make the play for Fort Wayne. Up ice they come. Short pass, and it's Embach has to circle. Find out where he's going with it. Now feeds back to center to Leach. Leach into the zone. Embach follows it into the corner, around behind the net. Chased his guy back up ice. Almost gets a steal. On the corner. Here they come again. Knocked loose. Faille in front of the net. Can't play it. Here's Embach. All the way back in the far corner. Faille goes in trying to chase it down. Almost intercepted it again as Embach really knocks his guy hard. Chipped away by Saul. Turned off the right wall. Here's the drive and hanging on Menino. A little kind of a high cross check there. Got Daniels chopped down right around the ears. Daniels having a conversation with the referee, and I don't know what the situation is. 4:44 to go, period 2, 4-1. Comets lead. This is Comet Hockey.
Sign up for a new Partners First Credit Union Platinum Visa card. Because every time you use it, you'll be registered to win $2,500 during their Wish List cash giveaway. Low interest rates, 0.9% APR on balance transfers, no limit on entries, and you can skip a payment in December when you really need it. Offer good now through December 31st. Partners First Credit Union. We make it happen.
Partners First Credit Union. ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Hamilton on the forecheck trying to steal the puck, but it's played instead by the D-man, spinning away Joe Sova. Still behind the net trying to feed it up, and he does on the wing. Wings come in, Fort Wayne zone, but driven off the play hard was Mallet. And he goes in on the forecheck trying to tie the puck up, and he does. But they muck away at this one. Severyn out front. They can't finish the play, and we have a penalty call on whom? A hooking call. It looks like it'll be Martin. Comets will take a penalty here. And the time of the penalty, 15:58. Nope, it was Severyn. Severyn. Okay, shorthanded again. Face-off staying in the Fort Wayne zone. Power play up for K-Wings. You can't afford to give these guys any kind of a free ticket, so they're going to take it. All right, back we come, ready into the face-off, off to the right of the Comet goaltender. A battle for this one, picked up by Szydlowski, couldn't finish it off. Good hit by Martin. Jams his way back up ice, then lost it, trying to find a guy in front. Don't have him. But up on the half wall right, Valk sends it back into the corner left. Valk got it right. Looks, can't get his shot away. He's looking again, now out at the point right. Back to Valk on the half wall right side. All the way to the point man left now. As Negrin playing catch with him. Off behind the net they come again. Turn back deep into the corner. Hanging on. It's slick out. Drive at the side of the net. Saul can't get to it. But now he drives his guy off the play, gets back in the box. They keep it down the wall as Kalamazoo pretty well controlling right now. Not getting any shots, but they're trying to get somebody loose who may. Here comes, it'll be a point shot. Wide off behind the net. Comets move it back out of the zone. Szydlowski, he's got help. There's a lot of room on the play, but it's a line change as the K's had been out there killing the call quite a long time. 2.5 to go, period number 2. Power play for Wings with 45 more seconds on it. Here they come, though, back Fort Wayne zone. Great back check as Schrock goes in, picks his guy clean. Out at the point. They come across the point now, still trying to make a move deep in the corner right side. Around behind the net, Schrock trying to make his move. They take their guy off the play momentarily, but they still have the point man right side, Guimont, taken away by the Komets. And in goes Schrock, going hard, checks his guy deep in the zone as they burn off more clock. Less than 20 seconds on the power play. Wings on the attack one more time. Here they come into the Fort Wayne zone, right up the middle to the point left side, trying to get the shot away for Torek, and he couldn't get there. Now back we come one more time. Szydl with it off behind the net. Komets take over that one, and they put it right back in the wing zone. Power play's over. We survive it. 2 minutes still left here. Period number 2, 4-1. Komets lead. Wings still in their own corner. Satch Guimont trying to move his way back up all the way at center. Komets have that. Feeding it into the defense as it is turned right back inside the wings. Oh, almost stolen on the forecheck that time. As going in hard was Pistilli. Look out. Running into some traffic, but Pistilli comes up, answers the call on the puck. Nicely goes wide to Severyn. He's on the right wall. He looks cross-rink and bounced over the stick of Lacoste, who turns it back in the corner, all the way off the far wall. As down they come again. And there was a pretty hard hit down into the corner. See what this is going to deliver. Here they come as Lacoste off behind the net. Picked off by Severyn, came far wall, as it's a good hit that time by Crowder, who took his guy. Here Wings come with a minute left. Period number 2, drop to the trailer, front of the net. Play made, Komets have it. Here's Severyn, back up ice. Knocked down on the play. Komets try to get to it, can't do it. Up they come, Fort Wayne now at their own blue line, hanging on as Lacoste moves cross-rank up the D to his partner, and they come wide right side Schrock. Oh, dropped on the trailer. And they send it back in the corner. Behind the net, it will be picked off by Frazee, the Komet winger. Cycled behind the net after it. Hurd couldn't play it. Back up the wall, short pass, trying to keep it in the zone. Komets do momentarily, but not long enough. Breaking in is Murray down the left wall. Trying to get a guy out front. Shot, save on the play. Here they come. Saul tying his man up. We still have 18 seconds. Komets break back out. Here we come into the zone. And I mean to tell you, this Hurd is something else. He banged his guy and just flattened him down in the corner. Sticks are getting a little high. 5 seconds left here in the period. As Kalamazoo just waiting around, they're going to take this period and sort of chalk it up as McLeod makes the move and the buzzer sounds. And the period is over. 4-1 Komets lead at the end of 2, and this is Komet hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202. Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest's work line features Max high-performance gloves, PBR, Wolverine, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves. Midwest Quality Gloves prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. That's why the work line also features many styles made right here in the USA. When you need work gloves, think Midwest Quality Gloves, Chillicothe, Missouri.
Applebee's asked their fans what dishes should make the 2 for $20 menu.
I voted for the quesadilla burger because it's the 2 best foods ever joining forces as one.
Well, I voted for the grilled chicken wonton tacos because they're 1 in a million.
And I voted for the Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp because it's mind-blowingly delicious. So I'm right.
Whatever, Granny.
Zip it, punk.
No, I'm right.
No,
You're all right. And now all your favorites are on the famous 2 for $20 menu, only at Applebee's. Limited time only. Prices and participation vary.
Join us for late-night half-price select appetizers Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday after 10 p.m. See restaurant for details.
ESPN Radio 106.7, WFGA, Hicksville, Ohio. All sports all the time. ESPN Radio 106.7. ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
All right, at the end of 2 periods of play, Komets 4, Kalamazoo 1 here at the Memorial Coliseum. A rematch of last night. Last night, Kalamazoo claimed the victory at 3-1. The empty net goal that finished it off at 3 was in the dying seconds. But so the K's working hard trying to get their way back into this thing. About 5 more minutes, and they're trying to get themselves back in and get in solidly, and they've really been playing well here tonight. They did something you don't do every day, and that's chase Joel Martin. After the 4th goal was scored, Martin was out at 11:41 of the period, or correction, at 2:43 of the period. And then Martin was out, and in comes Menino, and he's been there ever since. They haven't scored on him yet, so he must be doing something right down the line there. So that's kind of what happened here in the second period. And again, Hurd gets his 2nd goal of the night, also unassisted. His first one unassisted as well. And Faille picked up the goal on a nice move from Crowder. There have been some great goals scored here tonight. Well played, well passed, well set up. And the goaltenders have not had many chances on the goals that have been scored. We are going to, of course, have Mr. Joe Ernst up with us in a moment here, so we'll look forward to that, talk a little hockey. And right now, while we have a moment, let's check the Meijer out-of-town scoreboards and see what's going on there. The latest updates we have. Here we go at Florida. They lead Orlando 2-0. That's midway through the 3rd period. Elmira is at home leading Brampton 4-1, and that's with half a period to go in that game. Gwinnett, at the end of 2 periods of play, leads Toledo 2-0. South Carolina at home to Greenville leads 3-1, and that's at the end of 2 as well. Here it's Wheeling 2-1 over Reading, and that's 10:23 in the second still to go. Quad City, Cincinnati tied 2-2 as they are ready to go into the second period of play. Missouri at Wichita, they're tied 1-1 going into the second period. Indy at Evansville leads 2-1, and that is at the end of 1 period of play. Colorado, Utah are still not working. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meijer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meijer.com. Joe Ernst will be along here in just a moment, so while we prepare for that, it is 4-1 Komets at the end of 2, and this is Komet Hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Jeep Cherokee with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy starting at $22,900 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Chrysler 200 with its striking design and powerful standard engine. This is a new crowd favorite with great value. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 701 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meijer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
It's late in the day. The clock's ticking. So what's for dinner tonight? Another bland can of something? A nondescript cardboard box of pasta? There's still time to spice up tonight's family meal quickly and affordably at Subway restaurants. Subway offers an almost endless combination of dinner choices, like toasted footlong and 6-inch subs. Just pick your favorite fresh baked bread, cheese, veggies, and sauces, one of our 4 flat teases, chopped salads, and more. So make tonight mom's choice. Subway. Eat fresh.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local, independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
This is Kaylee Schrott, catching a quick workout at Speece Fitness. When I'm not on the ice, this is where you'll find me and the rest of your Fort Wayne Komets. As members, players enjoy a wide variety of fitness equipment as well as full access to the many programs and services offered at Speece. Free group fitness and aquatic classes, large locker rooms with towel service, nutrition services, social activities, personal training and sports performance, an indoor track, aquatic center, and much more. And there's so much equipment at Speece Fitness, you seldom have to wait for your workout. Conveniently located off I-69 and Lima Road. Join the Komets and join the Speece family today.
Looking for a full-service and elegant reception hall for any occasion? Then check out Classic Cafe's Catering and Event Center on Hillegas Road. Their totally remodeled, redecorated facility, beautiful and easily will accommodate up to 450 guests. They have 5 acres of land, perfectly suited for company picnics, car shows, or other outdoor events. Classic Cafe has been providing professional catering services in the Fort Wayne area for over 20 years, and they've earned a reputation for flexible service, great home-cooked foods, and all at very reasonable rates. They'll do it all, breakfast, lunches, and dinners, whether it be at their new catering facility or at your home, school, church, or business. So take it from me, Bob Chase, someone who's been enjoying the home-cooked food for years. If you're looking for a catered reception hall for your next event, give Classic Cafe a call at 458-2982 or check out the website at ClassicCafeInc.com. The Komets' choice for professional catering service.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
Okay, I told you we'd have him back here. We've got him, and I very respectfully call this guy the ECHL zookeeper. He's got charge of all the zebras down the line. Joe Ernst, and Joe is as I told you earlier, he's a veteran at this business, did a lot of whistle tooting on his own before he got to boss the rest of the guys around. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, you know what, it's the best job to have, Bob.
Well, I'll tell you, this game tonight, the pacing on it, you don't dare be a little bit lazy or you're caught behind everything, aren't you?
Yeah, you know what, the pace of the league has really impressed me so far in the first, 3 weeks of the season. It's been very quick, and you know what, I think it comes from, you know what, we got one league now. We got one AA league. And you know what, the guys that can play are playing here, and the guys that can't are looking for a job elsewhere.
And also, of course, they're getting the benefit of the pro camps, and they're getting some good pro camps coming down the line. And it was obvious when our guys reported here, they'd worked them pretty good up in Lake Erie because they came in with the right attitude and the right bodies.
Yeah, and I think, you know what, moving forward now with the 28 teams, and you know, who knows what we'll have next year. You know, I think everybody's going to have, you know, the affiliations and contract the guys down here, and it's just going to help. It's going to help the league. You know what, I think it's. I mean, obviously the merger is going to help all of hockey, but you know what, it's definitely. You can definitely see the pace of play pick up here, that's for sure. Well, one of the things that I have to compliment the league on is the fact that this big break out of the Central League comes almost the day before we open. I mean, they've been contemplating it, but when it reached fruition, they had a lot of stuff to do and no time to do it, and I thought they really pulled it off great. Yeah, you know what, pretty much hats off to Brian McKenna, Commissioner Ryan Creelan, and Paul Hendricks, our legal counsel, and then, you know, obviously, you know, our executive committee on the Board of Governors, you know, the behind the scenes, you know, getting the teams here from there. And then once we got them here, it was controlled chaos, we'll say, from that end, from the business side to the hockey side to, you know, every side imaginable, trying to get, you know, everything done, just the little things. You know what, the things that you don't even think about is, you know, even with our new line, our video game broadcast, you know what, getting them end decoders, you know, to the seven new teams, and, you know, jerseys, and, you know, every little thing that, you know, people don't think they see the product on the ice, but the behind-the-scenes stuff that went on was...
yeah, it's all milk and honey when you sit and look at it. If you only knew what it took to get it there.
Yeah, it was, you know what, everybody had to pull up their sleeves and put the work boots on from the league office, and you know what? We got the job done, you know what, and it's you know, it's going to be great for hockey.
Did you inherit any additional referees out of the deal?
I did. I brought in probably a total of about 40 guys, but that goes with part-time linesmen, obviously. You know,
sure, yeah.
You know, I had to bring in a good number from the Brampton area that just because a lot of those guys are doing the OHL and the American Hockey League, so I wanted to get a good number of guys just because of their availability. Brought in three referees from a full-time position there, so we're set as far as that. But it was, you know, it was controlled chaos for, you know. I left training camp in Toledo on whatever day it was, the 5th or 6th of October.
It was this year, though.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I was on a plane the next day to Chicago for the meetings, and then that Tuesday, you know, that's when everything took place, and I was ready. I was telling the guys I was ready to go for preseason and everything else. Actually, we had a preseason game that night in Alaska. I was ready to go, had everything done, and then, you know, now we're trying to find jerseys, and we're trying to, you know, get everybody involved in our payroll and getting addresses and getting everything done, immigration stuff done. So it was, you know, it was quite the probably 10 days or so from once it happened, but it was the stuff before that that really, you know, with Brian and Ryan and Paul and our executive committee that, you know, put all the pieces in place and everything else. And, you know, I mean, hats off to the 7 new teams that came in. They were, you know, they were all in. You know what, this is how we do things.
Some good teams, too.
Yeah, some good cities.
Good ownership.
Yep. I was fortunate. I went up to Rapid City for their home opener. Their home opening week, and I mean, that's, I've never been to South Dakota.
It's an outpost, but it's sure a nice little
You know
bar.
what, it's an outpost, but I want to go there in the summer on vacation, to be honest with you. I got to go to Mount Rushmore, which was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But there's so much other stuff from I was talking to Justin, you know, before the game, and he's like, let me know if you're going back up there. I'll give you this place to go visit. So I'm getting to go to, I was in Brampton for their home opener, and I'm going to Missouri next weekend for their home opener, and I hear that's quite the place as well. So
yeah, beautiful.
We have some good cities, some good buildings, and good ownership as far as those teams. So it'll be really good.
Now you got another situation, and of course it's tightened up a lot, and that's visas crossing the border.
Yeah. No, we're from the officiating side, we're good. You know what, we've done all the paperwork and everything else, and you know, getting Americans over to Canada and stuff. We've, you know, with our paperwork and stuff, we've been working with our immigration people and getting all that stuff done, and so won't be a problem there. But you know, we had to deal with it a few years ago with Victoria as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we were used to it and we're ready to go, but it's just getting all the pieces in place as far as that. And you know, I think now we're, you know, everybody's catching their breath. It's kind of let's just say almost back to normal as far as the everyday operations. There's something that comes up every day with, you know, being if we had 7 new teams or they're just our 21 teams that we had, you know, back in August. But you know what, it's like I said, it's going to be great for hockey.
It is, and I mean, this is going to be, I think, the real premier minor league of all of hockey.
Yeah, I you know what, I agree, and I talked to Blake the other day on I did an article in the paper here, and you know, like I think this is going to be. My goal is to have this the premier development league for the NHL from the officiating standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, I got to do some. It's going to take some hard work for me to get them on board as far as what I would like to do. I have a vision. We'll see if it comes to fruition or not.
If you don't try, you never know, Joe.
But we're gonna push the envelope as far as we can, and as far as that, you know, we got the best development league for the players and the coaches, and you know what? I think it's time now that you know, we get. There's some guys that I'd like to bring on, but it's going to take, you know, some help and everything else as far as it. But I think we're going to be in really, really good shape, and you know, it's going to be great for the fans and great for hockey moving forward. You know what? Who knows what we'll have next year, Bob? Maybe we'll have 30 teams next year.
At least 30.
I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure. As you know, you've been involved in the minor leagues forever.
Almost as long as you.
Yeah, exactly. I think if you put my age and my years into pro hockey, I don't think it still equals yours.
But you're not great.
It's getting there. Believe me. It's starting to get there.
Well, Joe, we appreciate you stopping by. And again, kudos to a heck of a job done by the entire league staff to get this thing put together and have everybody playing. And it sounds like it's working.
Exactly. It's great. And I appreciate you having me up here.
Well, nice to see you around. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, you'll see me. You'll get sick of me probably.
Nah, never. Joe Ernst, our guest, of course, he's supervisor of all the officials in the ECHL. We'll be back ready to go. Period 3 in a moment. It is 4-1 Komets, and this is Komet Hockey.
Hey, it's me, your checking account. Listen, there was some suspicious activity like a week ago. Yeah, I meant to tell you earlier, but I forgot. Sorry.
We were curious. Wouldn't you rather have a checking account that puts you in the know faster and helps stop account fraud faster? Open a Fifth Third checking account with instant alerts at 53.com/alerts and get transaction notifications right to your phone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open a checking account. Mobile data and text message charges may apply. Contact provider for details, subject to internet banking terms and conditions.
O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the deals you've been looking for on all the new 2015 models. Starting at $16,900, the all-new 2015 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, 2-time Truck of the Year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. And Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. Come see the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
It's official, Komets fans. More buyers choose Chevrolet than any other brand in Indiana and Ohio. Here's why. Chevy offers 13 models that get 30 mpg highway or better, like Chevy Cruze with an EPA estimated 42 miles per gallon, or Chevy Malibu with an EPA estimated 36 miles per gallon and available state-of-the-art 4G LTE Wi-Fi technology. Take a test drive and see why Komets fans are Chevy fans at your Northern Indiana, Ohio Chevy dealer. Based on 2014 RL Folk retail registrations.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
Komets, center ice. Komets get the puck, breaking on into the wing zone, getting it going. They try to dump it in front of the net, but an offside Komets. Close call, and they were really chucking down there, but an offside nullified that one in a hurry. Third period is underway as the Komets hold a 4-1 lead at the end of 2 over the Kalamazoo Wings here tonight. Last night, these two teams met. Same spot. Wings walk off with a 3-1 win, the final goal being an empty netter in the waning seconds. And here come the Komets at the zone, and trying to get a backhander was Embach. Bounced off his stick. And the Komets clear this one out. Look at right in front of the net. Faille in, shoots wide. He's got it back. Now picked off by Embach. Came wide. He put it right over the top of the net. In go the Komets out at the point. Gets on by the D-man Daniels. But the Komet D-man back to cover for him is Joey Leach. Here's Joey. Right up the middle, and it's knocked loose but taken away as Szydlowski tried to dump it. Sid going in, trying to chase. Can't get his guy from the point. This one wide left wall. Komets chip it out. And it comes to center. Komets on the way. Embach's there. He's looking. Came across the zone. He fanned on the shot in front of the net. And they almost picked up the loose puck. And we're going to have a hooking call against Kalamazoo. And the time of that one was 1:13. Of period number 3. And the Korea is the guy. Komets with a power play. Embach had a good shot at it, and about the time he went back to throw the backhander, he just lost control, and the hook is what made the difference.
2 minutes hooking.
All right, face-off inside the wing zone. Komets take the draw. Here's Saul all the way to the left point. Half wall left side. Komets start to move it. Down deep in the corner, give and go. Up ice they come. Shot knocked down in front of the net. Komets try to keep it going. Pistilli couldn't finish it off, but look out. Take a look. They break it up, but not fast enough as Martin. A little bit lazy that time trying to move the play. Here they come. Komets power play, but right now Wings have the puck. They rag it at their own blue line. Longpreet coming back to his defense. They're going to burn up a little clock and throw it around a while. Here it comes all the way far wall. It's Saul picking it up for Fort Wayne. And he goes in behind his net, and then they send 2 forecheckers in to put on a little pressure. Canisto puts pressure on the puck, but the Komets move up the middle. Into the zone they come. Here's Pistilli. Pistilli going deep, around behind the net, all the way to the point left side. They've got it there. Fed half wall again. On the left side, half wall, down the corner, give and go one more time. Still got a give and go playing as Pistilli moves it at the point. Looking, they go to the point right side to Saul. Now Saul can't get his shot away. Oh, he fed it cross ring and it's deflected. Saul says, get me out of here. 40 seconds left on the power play. Take a look. Komets with it. As it's Jimmy Martin with the puck now, working his way back towards center ice. Has some daylight. In he goes all the way deep around the defense, going in deep on the corner, carried off the puck. It came around the far wall. Back out it comes as Embach goes in trying to interfere with his guy coming down the zone. Okay, let's go Komets. Now we got it running hard. Moving to center is Daniels, and he goes on the wing. Nice pass left side as Szydlowski puts it back in the corner. In comes the forecheck that time from Faille. Faille can't play. At the point, they come left side. Oops, at the point, and did it go offside? And a little bit of a rough up going down there now, as it was, I believe, Correa who kind of took a run at Daniels. Back they come at center. Now breaking up is Kalamazoo coming to center ice as it's broken up. Komets, they have a 2-on-1. In they come. Here's Szydlowski. He's there. Shoot, save, rebound. Another one in front of the net. Second play. They're all tied up at the goal mouth. Came back up the zone. Komets try to poke it loose, but here wings are coming to center, trying to drive it by the corner. Can't finish the play off. And a little cheap shot punch down behind the net from the winger going in. That would have been Millette. Now the Komets trying to come up with a loose puck. Couldn't get it. At center, Komets on the forecheck. It's broken up into the zone hard. Here they come. Drive. And missing was Petrick. Came off behind the net. What do we have coming here? They're going to give Petrick a penalty shot. 4:08 into period 3. Penalty shot. So Petrick gets a chance to perform. All right. Haven't seen one for a while. Let's see how it goes.
Penalty shot for the Komets. Number 7, Reed Petrick.
So Petrick earned that chance. He worked hard, got to it, and he was yanked down. Never got his shot away. All right, here we come. Come on, Reed, baby. Make it count. Take a look. Snapper. Nope. Menino stood his ground and beat him to the play. 4-1 Komets hold the lead. 15:52 to go. Period number 3. This is Komet Hockey.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, here we come. Wings back into the zone from the point left side. Shot went wide by Correa around behind the net. There's a loose stick laying off the corner of the net. They get a man out front. Couldn't get the shot away. Turned aside again. Komets trying to move out of there. Can't get to it. Now finally it is going to be Crowder settling things down. He'll take the icing to make sure we're clear, which he gets done right now. 14:40 still left in this match. as the K's hold a 4-1 lead. They had a penalty shot there a minute ago, as it was Petrick who got it, but didn't score. 14:40, as I say, still going here on the books. Face-off stays of the Fort Wayne zone. Aittokallio, the Komet goaltender, Sami in there. First time we've seen him, and we hope he sticks around too. Here they come. Wings get the draw. Now it goes all the way to center ice before they can make a play, as their D-man going too deep, Guimond, and they had to let him go. They got a big crowd coming down in front of the net. Can't get the play. Look outside of the goal. It's blocked nicely. Good defensive move by the Komets that time. As sliding across the block, it was Barteaux. Up front they come. Komets on the move. Daniels on his way to center. And it's sent nicely into the zone by Crowder deep, as there's a crash going down in front of the net big time there, as the bodies are starting to move. Here they come back into the zone, and a drive wide of the net. Komets couldn't finish it up. Out at center. Lead pass good into the zone. Komets on it one more time. Severyn drops it loose. Petrie fans on the shot. Right out front in the goal crease. Can they get it? They're jamming away for it. Can't play it yet. That one rolled right across the corner of the goal crease. So that is a stoppage of play right there. 13:47 left in this match. 4-1 Komets. This is Komet hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
The old flurry is coming on now, I'll tell you, as they're trying to move it out. And trying to get to the puck was Faille. Eric let it slide off the end of his stick in the neutral zone. He had something going there for a while. Now, I believe Kalamazoo's Val puts himself offside. They clear the puck back inside the wing zone, and they're starting it back up again as Silva, the D-man, feeds it at center, going to the left wing. Here's a drive. Look out, rebound out front, driving it off the sidewall. Picked up left wing, down front again. Here we come one more time. They are all over the place right now. Sloppy pass that time, trying to get the outlet. Frazee, but he couldn't do it. Here they come, as Sami had to get back in a hurry, and their forecheck is just driving the Komets crazy. Right now, they cannot get the puck away. Here they come. Another drive went wide of the net. Came up the far wall. Hurd took the point man, got him taken care of. Behind the net, though, Kaunisto digging it out. Oh, and what a hit that time as Frazee puts one on Kaunisto. Big time. Behind the net, here we come again. Saul with a puck. All ice they come. Moving is Hurd. Hurd, nice pass all the way to center ice. Dumped all the way back into the corner as Martin heads to the bench. Komets get their line change. 12 minutes left in the match, and Wings try to come out of their own end. Short pass to the D left side up the wing, and coming out to center ice, Katelis. In goes Katelis to the front of the net. Can't get the shot away. Knocked down in front of the goal. Katelis goes wide to the side. Komets try to stuff it out as Pistilli can't get it. Pistilli jamming at it. This one came right up off the screen and way up into the netting behind the net, and that will get a whistle and a face-off in the Fort Wayne zone with 11:42 left in the match, and it's heating up. This is Komet hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
I got a penalty call against the Komets. Leach. Be a cross-check. As he tried to clean out the front of the net, didn't work. So we're going to give a little more power play. to the Kalamazoo Wings, and that one happened at 8:26. So let's see what we're going to do about stalling this one off, huh? 4-1 Komets hanging on to that lead. 27-24 Komets lead the shots on goal parade at the moment. And it will be into the face-off. I believe it was around the net far wall. Komets try to move it out to center ice. They get it out there, but now K-Wings take over as their defender. Blaine sends deep onto his defense partner, who just happens to be Josh Britton, rumbling to center ice. They come in on the forecheck. Back it goes into the Fort Wayne zone. Saul down deep in a hurry as Saul gets knocked down from behind on the play. As Szydlowski walks in and takes a run at Blaine. And the penalty call against Kalamazoo. And their penalty comes at 8:49. As down on the ice, the big guy Saul, he really got run hard from behind. It's a boarding call. We'll match it up for you here in just a moment. And Saul's back on his feet. He just has a long way to go down. But he's okay, no problem. We'll get that penalty announced for Kalamazoo. And we'll be ready to go back to the action. It'll be even Steven at 4-side for 1:37. And the Komets will squeeze out a small piece of power play after that. And I believe the penalty will be Canisto, will it? Yep. So he'll take the call for boarding.
Here are the penalties for Kalamazoo's number 12, Alex Millette. 2 minutes boarding, 2 minutes roughing. Time penalties, 8 minutes, 49 seconds. Kalamazoo's 12, Millette. 2 minutes boarding, 2 minutes roughing. Time the penalties, 8:49. It's time for another lottery power play.
And I think they tossed Millette. So Canisto is serving the time. Double minor. Komets are going to have some power play time coming now, but right now it's 4-a-side for the next 1:37. Face off deep inside the wing zone off to the right of Pete Menino, their second goaltender for the night. It's turned down the wall, back in the corner. Wings have it behind the net. Turning it up on the left wall, breaking out to center Canisto. Long pass going in right wing, and he's chased off by Martin. Martin still on him, can't finish him off. Out at the point, knocked loose there. Back out it comes in the neutral zone and finally recovered as Sam Fatorik's got it at his own blue line. Now works it around. Komets try to play it again. Unable to control it was Daniels. Wings pick it back, and they go slowly down the line, dropping off to the trailer, who was Wetmore on the half-wall left side, trying to get a shot away. Embach, 4 Fort Wayne, gets away from the first check, keeps coming. He's scooting now all the way at the line, and he goes wide to the corner. Gets on by his guy. He's run off the play, but he's back in the middle of it all again. As down comes Szydlowski. Got a good forecheck on his guy. We keep it alive, and around behind the net that time, Pistilli. But he gave it up. Komets now have to move. They get the one man hanging at center ice. In come Wings, right out front. Shot, save, scramble. Hanging on. Way to go, Sami. They let him walk right in for a point-blank blast. Whoa! 9:55 left in this match. 4-1 Komets. This is Komet hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
All right, back to the play. Resuming in Fort Wayne zone off to the right of the goaltender. Aittokallio. Here we come. Komets with the biscuit, working their way back up the wall. They got a man hanging at the half wall, tipped in nicely by Hurd out behind the net. It almost got by the Kalamazoo goaltender, but here come the Wings, going hard to the Fort Wayne zone. Less than 10 minutes to go. They drop it off to a trailer down the wall. Komets try to cover, couldn't get there in time. This time they do. Moving and outdoor center is Faille. Faille coming to the line, and he goes wide. Looks, tried to get it in front of the net, but blocked off the play as he came back to it. Now spinning around behind the net with the puck is Britton. Britton coming around the near wall. In goes Faille. They fight for it down the wall again, and the Wings try to clear it out, which they do, and it's Komet power play, of course, now with 2:05 still left on that power play. And there's one forecheck on. That's going to be Wetmore going in, keeping pressure on the puck. Here come the Komets. Here they come, and a bad pass off the left wall, but they get it back in the zone. Here they come, going wide at the net. The shot went wide again. Cleared all the way back to the Fort Wayne zone. Aittokallio coming back now, moves the puck. Komets coming out. Not pretty deliberate right now. Is trying to break through with Severyn. Here they come into the zone. Back it comes deep as Martin trying to stick handle. And that play didn't work out too well. Martin roughing his guy up, and they send it back again. You got to pass the puck. And they're not passing it right now. Here we come. Lots of time, moving hard as Saul to center ice. In he goes. He's all the way back into the corner. Now going deep, feeding it back up the near wall. Komets poke it back. Nobody out on the point. Saul a little deep. It came loose. Picked up instead by the Komets centerman Crowder. Crowder back to Saul, trying to jam it out. Intercepted. They get two men coming. Down in front of the net. They cover it well. Now trying to make a play down deep in the zone. And a real bounce that time as Daniels decks his guy. Somebody come up for the play. Got on by Severyn. Came back Fort Wayne zone. Blocked one more time. They go after it. Stolen on the play. Moving in is Pistilli. Here's Pistilli. He's there in full front of the net. Coming across was Faille, but he couldn't get a stick on it to turn it in. Wings back up. Conisto coming to center. It's dropped off there. Komets with a bouncing puck. In they go. Dropped off nicely on the play to Faille. Back out at the point. Cross point pass in front of the net. They jam for it. Hanging on is the goaltender. As the Komets put somebody in front of the net, immediately was hit by Volk. Penalty call now is against Kalamazoo at 12:30. And they will serve a little time. Penalty just about up to Millette. And they'll put another one in. And this time it's going to be Conisto. See what his infraction turned out to be out of the melee. We're 5-on-3 at the moment. See if we can get a face-off here. We do. Can't hold it, though. Back up it comes. They just drilled out to center ice. Komets back for the play. Daniels working his way up the middle. Here comes Faille into the zone. Drops it off to the left wing on the trailer. Picked up by the Komets. Turned up now to Szydlowski. Sid's got it half wall left. Down in the corner, right through the goal crease. Picked back up. Komets look. No point men. They got him now. Back it comes with a bad pass, but it's recovered and held into the zone by Frazee, but he couldn't keep it going. They're going to get a break coming into the Fort Wayne zone. Scoring! They score on a short-handed goal. They just trapped the Komet defense. Everybody forgot that they had it played two ways, so 13:04. And they're back on the board again for their second goal of the night. Short-handed. Well. Never count Kalamazoo out. See who gets the goal on this one. They still have a minute and a half
Kalamazoo
of power
goal,
play.
a shorthanded goal, his second of the season, scored by number 12, Alex Millette. Assisting on the goal, number 27, Isaac McLeod. Time to goal, 13 minutes.
So McLeod with the only assist. Now Komets, a drive wide of the net. Picked back up by Pistilli. Pistilli on the corner left side, taking a look up top. Still can't play it. Crowder behind the net, trying to find his guy. Still works it up the wall, halfway left. Oh, scored Komets, and the rebound. It is Severyn. Severyn gets the goal on a nice setup, and the Komets are now up 5-2. Moved the puck well on the power play, 13-31. So we're back to a 3-goal margin at 5-2, and this is Komet hockey.
It's late in the day. The clock's ticking. So what's for dinner tonight? Another bland can of something? A nondescript cardboard box of pasta? There's still time to spice up tonight's family meal quickly and affordably at Subway restaurants. Subway offers an almost endless combination of dinner choices, like toasted footlong and 6-inch subs. Just pick your favorite fresh-baked bread, cheese, veggies, and sauces, one of our 4 flat teases, chopped salads, and more. So make tonight Mom's choice. Subway. Eat fresh.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people. Epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, breakdancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
ESPN Radio, 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Komets now grab that puck, sending it deep up on the wall at center. Faille makes his move to the Kalamazoo line, works his way by the defense, but he's pinned in on the wall. Couldn't finish it off. Szydlowski and mucking it up down deep. Puck comes loose, played back up, bounced off the wall as they try to move out of the zone. Coming to center. And what a nice hip check on that one as it was cleared wide. Now the Komets going deep. Here it comes one more time at the goal mouth. Turned wide. And around the far zone, it's Faille in on the forecheck. Picked back up to the point left side. Here it is Lacoste. He gets away from one. Off the side of the net, bounced right over the stick of Faille, the Komet winger. But he's back at it again. Down they come. And what do we have here? Somebody's down. What do we have? It was short-handed goal. We got that one. And, of course, on the power play goal, Severyn got the goal. And Pistilli had an assist, and who else had one? And Crowder. So 5-2 the score. We're in period 3 with 4:47 to go. And it's at 15-13. It would have been Embach for a trip. So it's power play for Kalamazoo right now as they send it right out in front of the net, chased down all the way to the point right side. Guimond trying to move it in. Can't get to it. They're snapping it down there, though, making it play as into the corner. Still unable to get a shot on goal. Right through the goal crease they come. Komets going in. Picked off on the play again. Here they go off behind the net, trying to get a man out front. Can't do the job. All the way up top, broken up by Pistilli, and he let it go to center. On the forecheck, Crowder going and chasing his guy. But they clear back out at center ice, and on the attack, Szydlowski coming into the zone. All the way to the point left side, going right point. As Guimond trying to make a move. Here's a drive wide of the net, turned aside. They score right in front of the net. And I believe it's going to be Guimond who's going to get the goal. It's a power play goal. And they're up to 5-3. Power play goal, and it came at 16:08. Not over yet, is it, huh? You never know with these guys. So we have a 2-goal margin at 5-3, and this is Komet hockey.
I love my coffee.
And sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Coffee experts who source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. And now, they have a great new dark roast blend. It has a rich, full flavor with a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants. ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
So right now trying to break loose Severyn, and they were all over him as Longpree was just hanging on him. Here they come behind the net. Komets moving it up on the wing right side. Pistilli going into the zone with Crowder. Crowder is caught from behind, but weathers the bump on the Storm, no problem at all as Longpree tried to line him up. Komets keep it alive. Couldn't hang on. Down in the zone they come. As that time Crowder gets a cheap shot. He goes after his guy. They try to chip it back up the wall. And Crowder will have some penalty time coming for that one. As they'll set him up on it. As it was 84 who gets the goal. Korea. So it came at 16:08. Slash. And it goes to Crowder. All right, it's getting pretty sloppy down there. Everybody running at everybody else. Here they come back out top. Trying to move the biscuit. Can't play it. Out at center. Komets have it again. Into the zone they go as it's going to be Embach with a drive and the rebound out front. A shot and another save. Came back up the near wall. Nobody gets the play on that one as Embach works his guy over hard. Here they come back in. Embach trying to get a play. Can't make it. Here comes Wings. All the way to the Fort Wayne line. They get a man out in front of the net. Can't get a shot away as they're jamming it up hard and the puck cleared to center ice. We have 2.5 left in this one, and it's just a scramble right now. But back they come on the attack. Korea going wide to the left, sends it around behind the net. Came far wall. Embach going in, follows his guy out. Now on the half wall right. Wings try to get a shot coming to the left point. Left point no good as Fatorik clears back right side. Onto the zone. It is going to be Catella. Can't make his move either. Round they come front of the net. Komets have this one. And down they go to the line. No play made as it is Szydlowski pulled right off his feet. They get a man in front of the net, and the Komets clear this one length of the rink. 1:55 to go in the match. 5-3, Komets with a couple. As Wings with a power play trying to get back on this one. This is a good one to stifle because you get them at 5-4, you're going to have some problems. So back they come, dumping it into the zone hard as Schrock in on the forecheck, watches his guy. Up ice, it will be. Moving it is Britton coming to center. Lead pass going hard into the, nice hit that time. As a good belt by Barteaux. Barteaux coming up top. Komets have it, and it's center. They're on the move, going into the zone hard. Here it is Pistilli. His drive, rebound, save. Back up they come, and on the rush the other way, Millette. Millette coming to the Komet line. Here comes the goaltender. Up top, they get a man in front. They send it out the wall. They couldn't get the play. Knocked loose. Komets have it again. And they clear it the length of the rink. And the race is on for this one. It will be an icing call. Touched up there by Guimond, the D-man. 5-3, Komets hold the lead as we're getting right to the short strokes now. No doubt about it. All right. Face-off goes to the right of the Komet goaltender. Aittokallio, and they fight for this one. Out it comes to the point. Down on the side, they got the extra player on, of course, with a power play with us. And down in front of the net, they're banging away pretty hard. Out at the point, right side, we have 44 seconds left yet. Here they come, down in front of the net. The shot wide again. Came off the far wall. We're just trying to hold the box in and keep people out of the way. Here they come all the way left side. Good move that time as Crowder in front of the net, rub and hit. They got 2 men in front now, and they score. And are we going to have Oh, the littlest guy on the ice comes in and tries to wipe Saul. I don't think he'd waste his time on him. Saul's too much of a man to go after a shrimp. He wouldn't touch him. So they score at 19:32. And it is another power play goal. 5-4, and here they come. And there's a little meeting at the bench here to see what's going to happen for the rest of the time. And it looks as though we will have Menino playing it about halfway as the Komets call their timeout.
Second of the season, scored by number 84, Matt Carrier. Assisting on the goal, number 4, Sasha Gimond, and number 18, Curtis Volk.
All right, so there we have it. We're down to 1 as the short strokes are really out there now. And then of all the people to go after Cody Soul, a guy who's 5'9". All right, here we come. We get the guys we want out there. What's going to happen to this one? Turned wide, out to center. Trying to keep him outside the zone if at all possible. Here's Soul going left side, and look out. They couldn't get it out of the zone again. Here they come back up top. They're going to get a man in front. They're trying to get a point man. Can't do it. Here's a long one going all the way down far wall. Misses the net. So we will have a face-off on an icing call with 7 seconds left in the Fort Wayne zone. 5-4. Komets have the lead. Oh, my. Never over till it's over, I'll tell you. The fans haven't been leaving on this one. It's been crazy, just wild. All right, here we go. Big face-off coming here as into the draw, Catellis. Here they come, dumped out the length of the rink, and the foot race is on for this one. It will not ice as back they come to make the play. Turn cross rink, back up the wall, buzzer, end of hockey game. Komets 5, Kalamazoo 4, and another barn burner with these guys. And it looks like this is going to be a heck of a series as the season goes along. We will be back with the post-game show in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Sound off with the Komets all season long, Mondays at 7:30 on 21 Alive, as Tommy Schegler and guest Komets take you inside the program, answering your questions live from the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Then Thursdays at 7:30, your phone calls, tweets, and emails are answered on your favorite college and pro teams in Parkview Sports Medicine Sound Off. And in the granddaddy of them all, The Score, plus more of The Score and 18 Komets road games on MyTV Fort Wayne. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent.